What's up, y'all? I don't know if y'all have seen what's been going on in Iran, but it is not looking good for Khamenei and the Iranian fundamentalist regime. Millions of people have been taking to the streets to vehemently oppose the fundamental rule of Islam, and it's just the way the regime has been conducting themselves on the global stage, the way they've been delivering to their citizens, and people are very unhappy. We have millions of protesters out on the streets. The country has cut off internet access, even electricity access, and so the information coming out is very sparse. Most of the information coming out is from Starlink. Thank God for Elon, right? But yeah, this is wild stuff. People are already speculating that Supreme Leader Khamenei was already killed. I don't think that's true. And some people are also saying that he was trying to board a plane to Russia and Putin told him no. I also don't think that that is true either. I think unfortunately, the Iranian regime is still relatively strong. If you remember a year ago, they sent 500 fucking drones at Israel, and they're one of the major suppliers for Russia in the war on Ukraine. They also provide a lot of stuff for China. It's kind of why they call them the axis of evil, Russia, China, Iran. I don't think it's as simple as that. I mean, we're all vying for power at the end of the days. Do I think America's more moral than these nations? Of course I do. But in the grand scheme of things, we all are vying for power. But anyways, the protests have been getting pretty fucking bloody, and people have been, not people, but the military have been directly firing at protesters. The low estimates from the information we can even get are, estimating 200 people have already been shot and killed by the regime. And if you go on Twitter/X, you can find a lot of these videos. They're pretty graphic, though, I will warn you. But yeah, the reason this is happening is because in Iran, formerly Persia, a lot of the people there are just not fundamentally Islamic, especially, the younger generation. They're not at all. But anyways, Trump is thinking of conducting a strike against the Iranian regime. And some people are probably wondering why we haven't done that already. It's pretty simple. We have a lot of our military already kind of encircling the Caribbean area. We're very self-focused on chasing oil tankers. We want a position in the Arctic more better. And we're also still striking ISIS hotspots in Syria. So, we're not overextended, but we also don't want to overcommit ourselves. And we also don't want the narrative to be that this is just, another American, meddling project when the Iranian people are showing great resolve to fix their country themselves. When it comes to revolutions and nation building, often the ones that are most successful are the ones that come from the ground up because the people believe it came from them, not some sort of outside foreign empire. So I still do think if things get bad enough, Trump will strike out of necessity. And I think Israel will be a part of those operations. But we're living through some very, very interesting time, folks. Make sure to follow me and like my content. I'm going to be going on YouTube here soon. It would mean a lot. Thanks. Bye.